Hi guys, it's Anne here, and today's video is my Puranata review. So I did a video a couple months ago in August, I believe, with my Puranata haul. I might have actually posted it in September. I'm not sure. Anyway, the purchase was in August. I purchased from a Canadian beauty brand called Puranata. I'll have their website down below and you can go check it out. They're basically a Canadian beauty company that really tries to focus on like clean beauty, cruelty-free, natural ingredients, all that kind of good stuff. There's a ton of stuff on their website, so I can't even go through all their stuff. They do ship pretty much everywhere. They do focus clearly on North America as a Canadian company. They have free shipping over $50 Canadian for your order. And again, they do say they do international shipping, but I think that's with caution, it could be kind of pricey, some of the international shipping. Anyway, I'm going to go through all the products that I bought and talk about my thoughts on all the products. I've been using them for a couple months now. I'll start off with the two non-makeup items. The first item I want to talk about is this shampoo bar. This is the detoxifying tea tree and sweet orange shampoo bar. This is in like a little Lush tin, which it's right now a little too big for, but eventually it'll get smaller. And just reading from the website, this is what it says. It says, this pH balanced shampoo bar is made with EcoCert approved, biodegradable, non-toxic surfactants infused with conditioning cocoa butter to cleanse and nourish scalp and locks. It contains activated charcoal as well as tea tree and sweet orange essential oils, creating a scalp and hair deep clean. For those who struggle with a dry scalp, dandruff, or other scalp irritation, the oils in these bars will soothe and moisturize. Works for all hair types, and the size that it comes in, full size, is about 7.5 centimeters. This is a little bit smaller since I've used it a number of times, and this costs $12 Canadian. So I do want to say, it says that it has activated charcoal, but if you look at the ingredient list, it just says colorant activated charcoal. So I don't know if there's enough activated charcoal to actually, I don't know. Anyway, I just found that interesting. So I just want to point that out. I love this. Let's put that out there. I think this is great. Now, I don't struggle with like dandruff or anything like that. I bought this one specifically because the scent seemed to be the scent that I liked the best. I felt like a lot of the scents were like, I liked one half and not the other, which is a little frustrating. But anyway, the scent was one that I thought would be the best for me, and I wanted to get one that's a bit more deep cleansing because I, again, I don't use a lot of product, but I use a lot of dry shampoo, so I don't wash my hair every day. I wash it maybe every 2 to 3 days. So I wanted to make sure I got something that would help clean that buildup. This is really good. Like, I have really long hair. Actually, I didn't use it today because I finished up a shampoo that I need to just finish, but I have really long hair and I was worried about using this and how it would work. I do have a shampoo bar from Lush that I do like. This one I do really like as well. I feel like it cleans my hair. It doesn't feel dry. Now, I don't use this, again, every single day, so I don't know if I used it every single day, would it, dry my hair out or not. But I do feel like it gives it a really good clean. Feels really fresh. Smells pretty nice. The scent is not nearly as strong as if you watched my haul review. I was like, woo! As soon as I opened the box, the scent of this is really strong. I feel like the scent has dissipated a little bit. And yeah, it's not too hard to use a shampoo bar. It's a little awkward at first because you basically just take the bar and like rub it on your head and then rub it on your hair, and yeah, this lathers up really well. That was the other thing I was concerned about, is if you have really long hair, you kind of need something that lathers to get the product to move around, and this does lather quite nicely. So yeah, really, really happy with this. I don't know what it compares to in terms of size and price to a Lush shampoo bar, but I'll do that math and I'll put that on the screen so you can see. But yeah, really, really like this. The other thing that I bought that's a non-beauty or non-makeup item is the bubble bath. Now, this is from their Pure Boutique line. So they talk about on their website that this is less organic than their other lines, which is okay. They have fragrances that are not natural, but it says they're phthalate free. And they're formulated without silicones, petrochemicals, or paraben preservatives, so they make them slightly healthier than other body care products on the market. And this was $9, which is not a bad price for the size. The scent of this is coconut cream, and the scent, if I recall, yeah, it's a little bit coconutty. It's not overwhelming. It's quite nice, and again, it bubbles up quite nicely. I think I have a little mini video. I wasn't sure if I could take a photo of this, but I'm pretty sure I made a little video that I can post. You can see it does, bubble up quite nicely. So again, quite happy with this. The bubble bath that I normally buy is from Quo, I think, or the Life brand one from Shoppers Drug Mart. It's just nice to have alternatives. Now the only thing is I was kind of looking for something that was made in Canada. I can't tell where this is made. So the Quo one, it says it's made in China. It says right on it, even though Quo is a Canadian company. It's just a Canadian brand. This on the side just says manufactured for the Pure Boutique. So I don't know where it's actually made, which is kind of weird, and I couldn't see on the website. Anyway, quite like this. Don't know if I'll repurchase this, but I do want to look at some of their other body care items. I've talked about this, that I'm trying to let go of my relationship with Bath & Body Works and find some other body care items from Canadian companies. So now we're going to go into the makeup. I'm probably going to start with the stuff that I liked the best, and I'm going to go to the stuff that I like the least, but there's nothing that I really hated, so it makes this a little difficult. But anyway, one of the first items I want to talk about is the Puranata Natural Liquid Liner. So what the website says is this is a silky smooth 100% natural liquid liner that glides on easily with a precision brush applicator. The smudge-proof formula, not waterproof, is highly pigmented with pure minerals, and it's available in 6 shades. So the shade I have is Fig, and it's $16 Canadian. It's this kind of brush tip, which again is not my favorite. I'm not the best at it, but I am wearing this today. So I am wearing most of the makeup today, so I'll let you know what I do actually have on my face. Yeah, I really, really enjoy this. This is a super pretty liner. There it is on the back of my hand. It's got like it's a deep purple with a nice sheen to it that just gives it a little extra. So yeah, I definitely want to buy other colors in this. I think there is a deep blue shade. That's what I'm interested in. If you have green eyes, I know they have a deep green shade. I think that would look really, really pretty with green eyes or brown eyes or hazel eyes. So yeah, really, really happy with this. Every time I've worn it, I enjoy the way it looks. The applicator actually, while I was worried about it because it's not my preferred method, it's actually pretty easy to use. It's fine enough that I don't find that I accidentally make it too thick. So I am wearing it today, and I don't know about you guys, but maybe it's just me. I feel like sometimes when you see liquid liner, there's always a temptation to always create a big wing, because that's what everyone does with the liquid liner. They create a big wing, and with that kind of applicator, you don't have to. And with liquid liner, you don't have to. You can just do like a thin, regular eyeline with it. So anyway, really happy with that. The next thing I want to talk about is the pressed shadows. So I have 3 of them here, plus one that I bought as a sample. So that's the other cool thing about their website, is you can buy things in samples. So I did buy this. It ended up coming loose because it was just a sample for one of their pressed powders. So let's talk about, all of them come in 3 grams in a 25 millimeter pan. The first shadow I want to talk about is Darling. So Darling is this one. I would say this one's more pink. So this is one thing we'll talk about with all these shades. Their descriptions and their photos of their shades, maybe not the best. They're maybe not true to what I see in real life, at least for me. So they call this one a champagne blush, and the finish is a sequined, iridescent, is sequined. So they say that's iridescent minerals blended with large flake mica shimmer. So hopefully you can see that. It's a pretty light shade. I would call this a pretty light pink, like a light pink blush, more so than a champagne. And all of these pressed shadows are $8. The second one that I bought was Illusion, which you saw in my haul. They're like almost the same thing. Now they call this one a shimmering rose pink, and I disagree with that. This one has not pink. I would actually flip those names. Swatch that right above. See how nice those are? See how nice that's swatched? These are amazing. I'm loving these eyeshadows. The quality of them is amazing. They're really smooth. They blend well. I'm wearing, I actually talk about another eyeshadow because I need to talk about something else, but I am wearing Pewter, the one that I'm going to talk about right now, on the outer corner, and I'm wearing Darling on the inner corner of my eye. So this one is Pewter. This one actually is probably the closest to true on the website. This one is called a demi-matte. So the other 2 are sequined. This one's a demi-matte, deep silver with brown tones. And they say demi-matte shadows are a combination of opaque matte materials and luminous satin mica. Both provides true color and light reflecting finish. So yeah, I would say the color that you see on the website for this one is pretty spot on, and so is that description. So there it is on my finger there. Let's put that swatch right there. Not the best swatch. Hopefully you can see, like, it's got a nice satin finish. So yeah, loving all those. Now the other one is Dove. So I technically finished this one, so I can't swatch it. It's a matte shade, and they do say for this one, matte shadows are soft, silky shadows that do not exude any sheen whatsoever, and I definitely agree with that. It was definitely pure matte. Their color description is light matte gray. I would definitely say the color on the website is deceiving. It's lighter in person, and it definitely has more of a purple undertone than I think what the picture shows. The one thing I want to complain to about is, I know, such a complainer, I really don't like how they have their swatches on their website. They sort of swatch a bunch together, and then they just have the names below the picture, so you have to, like, I don't know, it's really awkward if you go to the website, and you'll see what I mean. Like, it's hard to, you have to kind of line up, okay, it says left to right is this, or top to bottom is this, so then let me go up to the picture, okay, just put the names on the photo. Photoshop. Put the names on the photo, or swatch them separately. I do like they have them swatched together. I also don't like that the swatches are a little, you can tell they're a little, like, but all websites do this and all brands do this. They sort of manufacture their swatches. They're not. So the next eyeshadow that I want to talk about, and I love this one. I actually want to buy this full size. I want to buy more of these full size because I think the other ones are going to be just as nice. This is what they call their luminous loose shadows, which for me, I'm not a loose shadow fan. I'm pretty sure though, I mean, you could take this and press it. It is in these, so I have things in these little packages. They all came in little baggies. These little packages are what my Cleona shadows came in, and I kept them. So yes, keeping packaging is sometimes a good thing. And anyway, this one is in the shade Magic Mauve, and they say these are finely milled micas. They impart an illuminating glow. Apply them dry for soft, subtle color, or wet for more vibrant intensity. I haven't tried it wet yet. They've also said with deep shades, you can use them as an eyeliner. Again, this is not a very deep shade, so I haven't tried that yet either. The main ingredient would be mica in these. Again, another shade where the shade is beautiful, but I don't agree with what they have on their website. I feel like what on their website is too dark, and it's actually much lighter. So there it is on my finger. And hopefully you can see it there. Like, so pretty, so pretty. But it's much, much lighter in person than what they have on their website. And yeah, they're single eyeshadows. You can buy them separately, and you can also buy the little compacts as well, which are super cute. I really like these compacts, and I already showed in my review video that you can fit a bunch of other shadows in this, like ColourPop fits in here, MAC fits in here, NYX shadow, which they're bizarrely small, fit in here. So definitely really like these little packages. Got a little magnetic closure, really cute single shadow packaging. Okay, let's talk about some of the face products. So the one product, well, this is called, it's not really a face product at all. It's called the Bronzing Body Shimmer. It's in their loose bronzers section. I don't really know why I bought this. It's definitely not my type of product. But anyway, they say you can use this to add glow and vibrancy to the skin surface. It's made of pure fine minerals and glides on with ease, and it's a mica product. I'm gonna try and show some of these pictures, some of these products under fake lighting, intro lighting. I use natural lighting while I film, so it doesn't quite capture the sort of glitter and iridescence of these products. This is like the craziest, glitteriest product ever. I wouldn't put this on my body at all. Someone younger than me that's into that kind of thing, that's it right there on my middle finger, would probably love that. But for me, I really like this as an eyeshadow. I don't know if it's safe for an eyeshadow, but I really like it as an eyeshadow. Like, it's so shiny. It looks so good as an eyeshadow. But then yeah, you can obviously blend it out. So I mean, again, really, really nice product. Not my cup of tea. Full size comes in a 3-gram jar, and it's $12. I just bought the sample for $1. So yeah, really, really think that's pretty. I would be interested actually in trying their other bronzers, like the actual bronzers, because I do like a luminous bronzer. Maybe not quite as glittery as this, but yeah. Also, if you're curious, this tin, again, saved a tin from David's Tea. David's Tea is another Canadian company. It's a tea company. It's great for these little loose powders. So the next product I want to talk about is a highlighter. This is the Ethereal Highlight. They call this a cool highlight shade with a pink undertone for pale to medium skin tones. If you have medium skin tone, you're probably not going to like this. I feel like this has a really white base. Hopefully, I don't want to tip the product up. Hopefully you can see it there. Again, I'll maybe show some pictures of these in artificial lighting. Really, really white base. Like white with this, again, cool, definitely pink undertone with like shimmers, glitters in it. It's just not a highlighter for me. It's a nice product. It feels really nice. It does look beautiful, just not really as a highlighter for me. I like this as an eyeshadow. Actually, it looks really, really pretty as an inner corner of glow. I do have it on today. Again, hopefully you can see that. It does have bits of glitter looking particles in it, and I'm not a big fan of that. And then the base being as light as it is, I wish they had something. The other one looks kind of like yellow base, which for me, I have a cool undertone. I don't think it would work well. They just don't have a highlighter shade that I think would work for me. And also those like little glitter particles, I don't really love that in my highlighters. I don't know. Sometimes I don't mind it, but just the combination of how this goes, I don't love it. But again, it's a really nice product. I love it as like an eyeshadow. So kind of an in-between on that one. And they're again $12 for a full size, and it comes in a 3-gram sifter jar. I also got a sample of one of their loose blushes. This is in Camellia. So this is a loose mineral blush. It says it's a demi-matte finish, a perfect blend of matte oxides and clays, along with a touch of luminous mica to give you a healthy glow. The shade color of this is described as a rosy pink demi-matte. And I would agree with that. I think it definitely is. Now, again, it does have those does have little shimmers in it, but once you blend it out, again, I'm wearing this blush today, I feel like you can't see those. It just makes it not super matte. That's how I would describe this. Now, again, not a huge fan of a loose blush. This is very, very pigmented though, so if you do like pigmented blushes, you'll really like this. I find it a little intimidating. You can blend it out, so I'm just going to blend it out there. It's a very nice pink shade. Perhaps maybe a little too pink for my tastes. Again, I don't know why I picked this shade specifically, but it is a nice product if it's something that you're into. I would just say for my personal taste, I'm not really into a loose blush. And again, the shade is maybe not quite the right shade. They do have pressed blushes, so I'm definitely curious to try those. If they're the same kind of formula, they would be quite nice. And again, these come in a 3-gram sifter jar as well, just like the other products, the other loose products. And the last powder product I have to talk about is this one. This is the Puranata. Comes in the foundation compact, or you can buy it separately. This is what they call the sheer Puranata translucent sheer matte foundation, and this costs $25 Canadian with the compact. You can buy just the powder for $21. This is probably the product that caused me the big delay on actually filming this video because I really could not formulate an opinion on this. Every time I tried it, I was like, do I like it? Do I not like it? Do I like it? Do I not like it? All the other products I felt pretty clear on how I felt about them. This one I did not. I've come to the conclusion that I'm not a fan. It's an okay product. Now let me just read you what it says on the website. It says, our well-loved pressed foundation is now available in a translucent shade. Mineral pigment means you can use it as a sheer finishing powder to set makeup or on bare moisturized skin to control excess oils and blur visible pores. Coverage is sheer, translucent with a matte finish. It says, best for all skin types, popular choice for oily skin. So, I don't really have oily skin. I have normal, and at this time of year, I'm starting to lean a bit dry, just because we're getting into the cold season. So again, a product not for me. I also feel like from a texture perspective, it does remind me, the one product it reminds me the most of is the Pure Minerals, it's Pure Minerals. So I just had to go and figure out what product it reminded me of. The product it reminds me of is the Pure Pressed 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Foundation, which again, it's another mineral product. And this product I don't love either. So, which I know a lot of people do love. A lot of people love this foundation. So if you do like this foundation, you probably would like the Puranata one. Again, they're both a mineral based. I just find it's a little too heavy and a little too drying. You can apply it lightly and it's okay. And if I do apply it lightly, it's not too bad, but it's very easy for me to go overboard with it. It's very easy for me to end up putting too much on and looking too powdery. And that's the reason why I don't love it. Again, realizing, should have looked on the website, or should have read it a little bit more detail, that it was more for oily skin types. But it is nice. Again, it's hard to swatch this, but just kind of swatch it lightly there. You can kind of see it's kind of like sheer. It's almost like they took a regular mineral foundation and somehow sheared it out. I don't really know exactly, but they did. So the last two products I want to talk about are cream products. The first one is this Rouge Lip and Cheek in the shade Isabella. So I just want to read to you what it says on their website. These are vintage-inspired rouge made with plant botanicals and 100% natural pigments. The same one used in formulas at the turn of the century. High in vitamin E. Subtle peach vanilla flavor, which I can't really smell in the little sample. And it says, apply this highly pigmented balm sparingly for a sheer wash of color or thin layers for intense coverage. Each of the shade is named after a historic, noteworthy Canadian woman, which I think is pretty cool. They're not tested on animals. They're cruelty-free, but they're not vegan because they do have beeswax and carmine in them. So the shade description for Isabella is a creamy peach perfectly suited for anyone who wishes for a touch of warmth. So they do say that it's a matte texture, which I would definitely agree with, and that it's very opaque. Now, I'm going to compare this to the Work Lip and Cheek from Milk Makeup. For both of those products, I don't like them on my lips. This one I don't really like on my lips, but I don't like that one. That's the only other product I have right now that I can compare to. So there's a swatch of it there. You can see how opaque it is. And then I'll just take my finger and shear it out a little bit. And I feel like when you shear it out is where you see more of the peachy tone to this. So hopefully you can see that it's sheared out a little bit. And I'll compare this to the Milk Makeup. I already did my smash up video, so that's in this little guy right here. Now when I first kind of looked at these, I thought they would be the same. They're not the same, like in terms of color. The other thing I would say is the ones from Puranata are definitely much more pigmented. This one right here is Work, and this is the Puranata and Isabel. So you can just see the color difference there, and just blend this one out as well. So yeah, there you go. I find, yeah, the Puranata one was definitely much more pigmented compared to the Work one. And the Work, I don't know if you can see it in any, yes, if I could do that, you see how much shinier the Milk Makeup one is, where the Puranata one is definitely much more like matte and opaque. So if you do like that kind of thing, I think this is a really good product. They are expensive. It is $20 Canadian, but you do get 5 grams of product in a glass jar. So it's a really, really nice product. I think as a full size, like it would be a really nice gift for somebody, especially somebody that's really into makeup. It's kind of a really cool product, especially a Canadian that's really into makeup, because I do like that the names are named after a Canadian woman. And the last thing I want to talk about is a lipstick. I got a sample of, I think it's called their Petal Perfect lipstick. This is in the shade Sugar Plum. So they say, glimmering minerals impart natural shine and ensure long-lasting wear. No silicones, dyes, or artificial flavors, just fabulous moisture and color from nature. It also says these are 100% organic, vegan and cruelty-free, gluten-free, no silicone, no petroleum dyes, and no artificial flavors. And they describe Sugar Plum as a warm medium plum, which I think is a pretty apt description. Now, this one is one of the ones that's more of like a metallic. It's what I'm wearing on my lips today. Definitely moisturizing. It is a little bit pricey. It is $16 for a full size, and you get 4 grams, which, I mean, if you want a lipstick, though, that's got all that, like, vegan, cruelty-free and stuff, I think is a pretty good price. The color, for me, is buildable. It's sort of like a sheer buildable color, I would say. I'm just trying to scoop some out here and put it on my hand. And I picked this color because it reminded me of a color I used to own that I really loved. Yeah, I'm kind of over this color now. That sort of plum metallic color. It was definitely a color that I used to love for sure, but I'm definitely over it. But from a quality perspective, it's a really, really nice formula. Again, I can't smell anything. It doesn't smell like anything strong anyway. I'm maybe getting, no, I'm not really getting any scent from it. So that's nice. But yeah, it's definitely a nice product. I don't know if I would purchase any of their lipsticks anytime soon because y'all know I'm a lipstick fiend and I have way too many, but it's definitely a good option. It's a nice option. It's a nice lipstick. They have tons of lipsticks, tons of colors, so lots and lots to choose from on their website as well. And again, you can always get the samples for $1 if you're unsure of a color and how it's going to look on you before splurging on a full size, which for me I think is amazing, because I'm the worst for that, especially at the drugstore, buying a lipstick in a color that I find out doesn't really suit me. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful. I really did take my time to really try out all of the products. My favorite for sure is the eyeshadows and the eyeliner. I'm loving those eyeshadows. I definitely want to buy some more. Now, I did only try one matte eyeshadow and it wasn't enough full size. It was just a sample. So again, I can't quite 100% say that the mattes are as good as the sort of sequined a demi matte or whatever they call the pewter one. Again, the colors are a little off on the website. The loose one, I'm so surprised at how much I liked that, and I definitely would look to buy more of those. And again, the face products I have mixed feelings about. Prefer do the face products as eye products. And again, the other face products, the blushes, they were really, really nice. The lipstick is really nice, and the face powder, it's just not for me. But I do think, again, I know the Pure foundation I don't like, but a lot of people love. So I'm sure a lot of people would like that foundation as well. The last thing I did want to talk about, my only like disappointing ho-hum product of the whole thing was this. So this I bought, it was on sale. It's a $6 case. It's pretty cheap. Does it work? Sure. Obviously, I have stuff in it. My favorite part about it is it's nice and thin. But yeah, like this is not glass. This is like a pretty cheap plastic. Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm like kind of slightly disappointed in is this. But all in all, I'm still like, it's okay. It's not bad. If you like this video, feel free to give a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my tiny little channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.